This is darkness flow. You can begin standing at the back of your mat. This is your invitation to close your eyes, embrace the darkness, and trust yourself. Simply be here, standing in mountain, steadfast. Begin to rock back and forth, side to side, feeling into the four corners of your feet. Rooting down into the earth through the feet now, rising nice and tall through the legs, the spine, the crown of the head. Find your mountain pose. Find your inner mountain. Kneecaps pull up. Thighs rotate slightly inward. Hip points pull together. Tall through the spine and the crown of the head. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Take a moment here, either to find stillness or to wiggle and feel through your body, connecting to the earth and also getting out of your head into the feelings of the physical body. Slowly start to shift your weight into your left foot. See if you can bring just the right big toe into connection with the mat. Start to just make some circles here, rolling out the foot and the ankle, maybe switching directions. Letting that foot and leg find stillness again. Shifting weight into the right foot, moving your practice into the left leg, connecting that big toe into the earth and the mat, making some foot and ankle circles here, moving in either direction, and finding stillness again here. We will do a few more circles here with the legs, and if you can't figure out exactly what I'm saying, just do whatever feels right for you. Just move your body. So shifting that weight again into the left leg, the left foot. We're going to sweep the right foot forward, keeping it connected to the mat, but bringing it out in front of you. And then make a large half circle around you, sweeping that foot out to the side and then back behind you, sweeping it out to the side and then back in front again. Keep moving the foot here, sweeping through this half circle, warming up the right hip and challenging the balance a bit. Keep that foot connected to the earth so that the left leg is not entirely in charge of keeping you afloat. Maybe you're dragging the foot, skimming it. Maybe just the toe is plugged in, whatever works for you. You can also pause anywhere in this half circle and just see what you notice. Maybe there's a cramp in your foot. Maybe you like the stretch in the top of the foot and the ankle. Maybe you notice where the left leg burns the most. What do your arms want to do? How can they best support your balance here? If you're feeling adventurous, you can try disconnecting that foot from the mat, bringing it into the air and making these circles now out into the air. Here you would be balancing entirely in the left leg. This is optional. You can always touch back down. Normally we use our sight to help us balance, so here you have to move slow. Stay connected to the mat and the earth. And we put the foot back down when we need to. Let that right foot come back into connection with the earth now, grounding down. Switching sides now, weight moving into the right leg, the right foot. Left toe slides forward, stays connected to the mat, and then sweeping through the leg, start to make those nice big half circles. Challenging the balance, warming up the hip. Stopping to feel through the leg, what causes the foot to cramp, what stretches in the calf, where does it stretch in the top of the ankle, where does the right leg burn the most? Do you need a gentle bend in the right knee? How can your arms best support you here? Should they be out in the air, on your hips, wave in the wind? Let them do whatever feels right, whatever they need to do to support you and keep you steady. And then again, if you feel adventurous, you can pick up that left toe, that left foot, and make your circles through the air. Back and forth, nice and slow. Remembering that we use our sight for balance. So if you feel particularly challenged here, that's okay. Eventually letting this left foot come back to stillness, grounding that left foot down in, rooting down through the feet again, finding the four corners of the feet, a little bounce in the knees, a little sway in the hips, roll shoulders up, back, and down. Moving into some whole body circles here. Sometimes I call this circle it out. So starting with just the head and neck, let the head roll around. Just gentle, trying to get feeling flowing in the body. Maybe switching directions. Then finding stillness. Let the head come upright. Let your circles move now from the chest, the shoulders, the head, and the neck. All get to move a little bit. The top of the spine participating. Maybe it feels like a tiny bit of cat and cow. A little barrel roll. Only moving through the shoulders, the neck, the thoracic spine. Switching directions if you have not already. See what you can feel happening in the rest of the body. Are the hips and knees still like you want them to be, or are they already trying to get in on the action? There's no right or wrong, just be aware. Make one more circle here and then find your stillness. And allow your movement to begin again, but now happening from the hips, the whole torso participating. The whole spine can be involved. The shoulders expand and collapse. The head rolls around. Maybe you switch directions periodically. Maybe you stop to notice what feels good, where you should slow down or pause. Noticing what feels tight or tense. Notice whether or not the legs are trying to get involved before they've been invited. And then find stillness. Straighten up into your mountain. Now let the whole body participate. Move through the legs, through the hips, the whole body. Maybe it feels like hula hooping here. Loosen up. Feel. What's complaining? Is it the right hip? Is it the lower back? Can you wiggle through the fingers while you move? Roll the wrists and the arms. Nobody can see you. Doesn't matter how silly you look. Try to switch directions, rotate the other way. What is the neck saying? What are the toes saying? Eventually coming back to stillness. Finding that mountain pose one more time, rooting down through the feet, rising through the spine, the crown of the head, rolling shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, arms up overhead, and instead of bringing the hands together, pretend you're reaching up and grasping the moon up overhead, keeping the space for the moon in between the hands. Pull your shoulders back down, pull those hip points together. Eyes still closed, but you can direct your gaze up or forward. Maybe you now take this moon that's in your hands and you give it a slight dip behind you, a tiny back bend. Keep breathing here. And then continuing a little bit with the circles we just did. Grab this moon up overhead like you have it and start to move it around, making circles with this moon. Maybe you're dipping it front to back, side to side, going both directions. You can switch back and forth or go one way and then the other. Now pause here with the moon up overhead. Take a nice deep breath in. Put a little bend in the knees and start to fold, bringing the moon down to land between the feet. Breathing here. Bend the knees a little bit more, and then grab the elbows with your hands. Cradle the moon in your arms like a baby and rock it back and forth. Good. Release the hands, release the moon, let go. Trail the fingertips up the feet, up the shins. Keep rising up, rolling up here. Make it a whole body wave. Rolling up all the way to standing, arms up overhead again. Grab the moon again here. Inhale. Exhale, start to fold and bring it down between the feet. Let this become just a continuous movement. Rolling all the way back up, folding all the way back down. Moving at your own pace. Arms moving in the direction the body tells you to. Listening to where to pause. Your body telling you what speed to move at. Let this just be a continual motion. Noticing again, what do you feel? Where do you feel it? Which feelings need you to stop and say, hi, let's work you out? Which feelings do you need to say, oh, no, 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 you've been dismissed. You're no longer welcome here. Take one more full round here. And eventually we will meet with the moon planted between our feet. Plant the hands now as well. Let the moon dissipate, release that idea. Find yourself in a forward fold at the back of your mat, hands planted on the floor. Maybe shake the hips a little bit, wag your tail. You can shake your head yes. You can shake your head no. Then nice and slow, listening to your body, walk your hands forward to whatever sort of feels like it's almost the top of your mat, walking yourself out into your plank pose. Feeling shoulders stack over wrists, breathing here. Feeling heels reach long, reaching tall through the crown of the head, breathing here. You can either stay right here, or if you need to, even drop your knees. Or we can try to roll this plank to the right, dropping heels to the right side, sweeping left arm up into the sky. Feeling if that right wrist is stacked right where it needs to be under the right shoulder. If you need to drop the right knee to support yourself here, you can do that as well. Let the heart and chest be open. See if you can pull that left shoulder blade all the way down, tuck it into the top of your pants. Breathe. When it feels right for you, let yourself come back into your regular plank, feeling both shoulders stack over the wrists again. Straight spine. Lower knees to the mat. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the face, find cow. Exhale, arch the back, hang the head, cat. Then press right back to child's pose. Letting this child's pose help you reset, finding neutral on the mat, catching your breath for a moment, feeling deeply through the shoulder blades and under the arms. Nice big deep breath in. Let it out with a sigh. Maybe crawl those fingertips forward just a little. And when you're ready, make your way back up into your plank. You can come up through tabletop if you like. Straightening out those legs, feeling wrists stack under the shoulders. Staying here if you like, pressing away through the heels, growing tall through the crown of the head, or if you're ready, shifting heels to the left and sweeping right arm up into the sky. Side plank, other side. Feel what you need. Do you need to drop the bottom knee? Do you need to adjust the shoulder over the wrist? Do you need to pull that top right shoulder blade down towards the butt? Breathing here, opening here, shine out through the heart. When it feels right for you, come back into that plank pose. Let the knees drop into the mat. Inhale, belly softens and lowers, lift the face, find cow. Exhale, arch the back, hang the head, cat. Press right back to that child's pose. Feel the reset. Find neutral. Centering back onto the mat. grounding down, finding safety here, even in the darkness. Nice deep breath in. Exhale with a sigh. Oh. When you're ready, rise up into your downward facing dog. You can kind of dance or sway here, pedal out the feet, feel into your body. What does the body need? Maybe you put a bend in one knee, drop the opposite heel, switching out the legs. Maybe you wag your tail, shifting hips side to side, feeling whatever you need to feel here. Squeezing shoulder blades up the back, tucking them into the top of the pants. Letting elbows and armpits rotate to face each other. Find the strength here in your upper body while you feel the stretch in the lower body. Choose one foot. Inhale it up into the air, overhead, behind you. Three-legged dog. Perhaps you keep it up overhead, or perhaps you bend the knee and open the hip to the side, whatever feels right to you here. Eventually letting that foot find its way back to the mat, feeling your alignment here in neutral. Evening out the other side, bring that foot up into the air. Maybe it stays up, three-legged dog, or maybe the knee bends, opening the hip, breathing here. When you're ready, letting that foot make its way back onto the mat. Can you feel here whether or not your feet have landed where you need them to be? Slowly coming forward, dropping the knees onto the mat. Finding your tabletop. Let the left knee stay connected here. Plug the shoelace top of the foot, left foot down into the mat. Let the right foot step up in and around the hands. Take a second here to feel. Do you feel set up well? Do you feel aligned on the mat? What will it feel like when you let your hands climb up the right leg onto the right knee, rising up through the torso, feeling that opening in the left hip? How does the right knee feel? Is it stacked above the ankle? Does it feel safe and supported? Imagine pulling that left hip point all the way forward, squeezing the left butt cheek. What does that feel like in the left hip? Is it unfolding? Is your right foot far enough ahead to allow this? If you want to move that stretch deeper into your quad, maybe pointing the left toes down into the mat. Breathing here. Arms doing whatever you need them to do. They can be on hips, they can be up overhead, out to the side for balance. They can dance in the wind, whirl like a windmill. No one will know. Whatever serves you right now. Now let that left hand cartwheel forward onto the mat to what feels like inside the right foot and in front of the left knee. Planting that hand down, bringing the heart into the right inner thigh, right arm up overhead, twisting open. Right hand now comes back down to the mat. Bring the right foot back, find your tabletop again. And then when you feel steady and centered, neutral and aligned, bring that left foot forward in and around the hands. You can keep the shoelaces of the right foot plugged into the mat, bringing your feeling into your left knee. Does it feel safe and secure stacked over the ankle? Do you feel the unfolding in the front of the right hip? How does it feel as you start to walk your hands up the left leg? Draw that right hip point forward, shining like a headlight. Squeeze the right butt cheek. To move it deeper into the quad or challenge your balance a bit, you can point the right toes down into the mat instead of the shoelaces. Arms do whatever we need them to do on hips, up, overhead, out to the side, dancing in the wind, whirling like a windmill. Let that right hand cartwheel forward onto the mat to what feels like inside the left foot in front of the right knee. Planting that hand down, bringing the heart into the left inner thigh, left arm up overhead, twisting open. The left hand comes back down to the mat. Let that left leg come behind, finding tabletop again. Extending each leg out behind you, returning to that plank. And then nice and slow, dropping knees, then chest, then chin, down to the mat. Hands lined up under shoulders, elbows squeezing into ribs, shoulders rolling back. Press the tops of the feet and the points of the hips down into the mat. Pull the shoulders back however much you like, rising up through the arms into cobra, whatever expression you prefer. Staying down low in baby cobra or going up all the way into full cobra. You can even visit up dog if it serves you. The goal, though, here is to feel the sensations. What does it feel like to press into the mat through the tops of the feet, through the hips and the pelvis, to let the shoulders peel backwards, to let the heart shine forward through the pillars of the arms. Breathing here. When it feels right for you, gently lowering back down, pressing all the way back to child's pose. Rising up onto hands and knees, tabletop. Inhale, belly lowers, shine the heart forward, cow. Exhale, arch the back, hang the head, cat. Tucking the toes under, lifting up, one more, downward facing dog. And then super slow, cutting your speed in half, in half, in half, floating forward to plank. Lower knees, lower chest, lower chin, come all the way down onto the mat. Allow yourself just to rest here on the belly. And then when you feel ready, rolling over onto the back. Letting yourself be oriented here, right onto the mat. Touching home base here again. Grounding back down into the earth, the safety of being supported. Hug knees into the chest, rock on the lower back. You're in charge of what happens next. Perhaps you take time to twist to each side. Perhaps you send yourself right into Shavasana. Perhaps this is the end of your practice today. Whatever's next, trust yourself. Feel the feelings. Namaste.